Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, November 24. 40 Jamaican law enforcement officers are currently being trained in counter-terrorism. The training is being facilitated by personnel formerly attached to the National Terrorist Financial Investigation Unit in the United Kingdom. The UK team arrived in Jamaica last week and will provide specialized training on various aspects of counter-terrorism and combating the financing of terrorism. Chief Technical Director at the Financial Investigations Division, Robin Sykes, says the training will focus on intelligence gathering and investigation techniques. It was arranged with the assistance of the British High Commission and is being funded by the Caribbean Criminal Asset Recovery Program. Government and key stakeholders are currently reviewing the draft Data Protection Act to help strengthen Jamaica's cybersecurity.
It is going to be extremely far-reaching in terms of the implications for businesses and for individuals. And while it has not moved at the pace that I know people will want, it is important that industry is fully bought in before we move to passing these acts.
The Technology State Minister was speaking recently at the 3rd National Cybersecurity Conference. He said government was working with its international partners to boost its infrastructure and the technical capacity of those in the information technology sector. Minister Robinson added that the Cyber Incident Response Team would be fully operational by the end of this fiscal year. The Cyber Crimes Bill is set to go before the Senate for approval, following its passage in the lower house in October. Jamaica's stopover visitor arrivals for September is up by 7%, making it the best ever September on record. Tourism Minister Dr. Wickham McNeil says the 114,280 visitors for September are an indication of successive growth in the tourism sector over the years. He adds that total visitor arrivals for January to September 2015 were up 5.5% over the same period last year. This translates into 38,000 more stopover visitors and 105,000 more cruise ship visitors. In addition, Jamaica has secured 60,000 new airline seats for the upcoming winter tourist season, of which 50,000 will be out of the United States. New flights include Frontier Airlines out of Philadelphia, American Airlines out of Los Angeles, and Southwest Airlines out of Houston. Norman Manley High School in St. Andrew will be off the shift system by the end of the academic year. Ground was broken Friday for the construction of a $50 million classroom block at the institution.
Young people of Norman Manley, next year you will be getting 5 hours and 20 minutes of contact time with your teachers every day. More than an hour more than you got before, and more than many of the other traditional schools in this country. We are insistent that Norman Manley becomes a center of excellence, and teaching and learning is at the heart of it.
Construction of the new block is scheduled to start next month and is to be completed by March next year. The Bureau of Gender Affairs has embarked on a 3-month social media campaign to raise awareness and provide a platform for collaboration and advocacy on gender-based violence. The campaign begins tomorrow, November 25, which is also celebrated as International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller made the announcement Sunday in a message delivered by Minister responsible for Information, Senator Sandria Faulkner.
And the objectives of this social media campaign are to facilitate constructive conversations on strategies to eliminate violence against women and girls, create an inclusive platform to engage a wide cross-section of stakeholders, to engage men and boys as advocates and agents of change to challenge harmful social, cultural norms and gender stereotypes.
In addition to the social media campaign, Senator Faulkner says a series of sensitization activities will be carried out across several parishes to raise awareness on the island's International Strategic Action Plan to eliminate gender-based violence. And finally, Senator Faulkner says government has started work on a national shelter policy for victims of domestic violence. The Information Minister says government, through the Bureau of Gender Affairs, has already been working with churches in this regard.
The government will continue to forge partnerships with faith-based organizations to increase access to safe places and shelters and to facilitate sustainable development.
The minister was representing Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller at a church service on Sunday to launch International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thank you for watching.